Okay, we're back. Now we've missed a day or two here filming because Ben's back to school. So he's gonna be with us a couple days a week, and the days that he's not, I'm gonna try to figure something out to be recording myself. But it's only been a couple days since we last filmed. I have done a little bit of work with her, not a ton of formal stuff. We've done some heel work. I took her with me twice when I worked my older dogs now. When I work my older dogs, we usually set up pretty large size setups where, you know, there's maybe 300-400 yards that we cover, dumping bumpers, and then we're sending dogs back for memories on them. And so I've built her into it, just doing heel work. So I put her on a little slip lead. I bring her with as we set it up, and the other dogs work off lead. And then the only issue I'm having with it is when I get into, if it gets a little sticky with some of my older dogs, it is hard on me to focus on handling them and have her remain kind of, it's a big test of patience for her. I mean, I'm asking her to be with us for 45 minutes to an hour under a lot of control, not making a fuss, basically just being on heel. She's done fine with it. It does get a little bit hairy at times, but usually I recognize that, man, it's just going too long for her. And so that what it is doing is it's forcing us to extend her amount of time that she remains focused. We might get a little bit of rain here, but kind of a dreary fall day here. I'm not complaining, I don't mind it. But we have been seeing some temperature changes, which also changes our training. We don't have to go first thing in the morning. We don't have to go last thing at light anymore. But you can see just through this application of everyday stuff. So we work on stuff, and you watch me work on stuff in little bursts and little sequences. I think the point to be made is it doesn't end there. We take that with us and transfer it into stuff all day long. This is those times that we practice that stuff are building a lot of patience, and that's what's getting her to be like this. So it's really no big deal for me to come out and talk to you for 5, 10, 15 minutes anymore, because she's used to doing it, not necessarily practicing it during these sessions, but practicing it the rest of the day, and she just gets used to it. So that's a positive thing. I think one of the points I want to make to you guys is how important it is for us to be consistent with being slow and patient with her. I think people, some of the messages that I'm getting back, and some of the people that are having issues with puppies, a lot of people right now that have puppies around her age, and this is perfect timing for them. And I'm getting messages back of, I just don't understand it. My dog is totally different as far as just, she's crazy. They're crazy. They're way too high energy. I think it's because we build it into them. She's no different. She would be if I had allowed her to be kind of borderline hyper when she's younger. And so can you change it? Yes, you can. But this is what you need to do. Put them on a lead. Don't let them free run around if they run around out of control. Don't let them run around if you lose control with them. Don't let them do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. Don't let them get so spun up and then keep going on. I think we reward hyperactivity. Don't give them retrieves when they run crazily and bring it back to you. Don't throw it again for them. Make them settle in. I'm not big. I understand we're not going to steady them up to the point of an older dog at this point, but I'm dead set against forgetting and leaving steadiness alone. I think you have to build it in, and I think I'm completely going to do it with her early on. And the argument will be, will you take their drive away? You watch. You tell me if I take her drive away. So I want puppies like this. I want puppies that I don't have issues with. Now this is one issue that we have, is she likes to pick the tail of this up. So just get it out of the way. I want to have puppies that I can just put remote. And I think a lot of the problems, a lot of the reasons dogs get excited is because we, as their handler, come into these sessions kind of we got 15 minutes, we got to get this, and done. Slow down. I think people go way too fast. I think we're in too big of a rush to do nothing. We're hurry up and then hurry up and then hurry up and then hurry up. And it's just and I don't mind it in most scenarios in life, because I get on the guys that work with us. I get on them about, you know, have a little urgency in the things you do. Be efficient. Get a lot done in a short period of time. That's how we have to run our business. That's not how we raise our dogs. Slow down. I just think we create a frantic feel with these pups. So, and we dictate that as a handler. Good. Very good. So start building in. Part of this is genetics, yes. Part of this is cultural, and I think it's an equal split. I think you can take dogs that aren't necessarily real calm and calm them down by being culturally impactful on them. I think you can take dogs that are, you know, that are real excitable, calm them back down. I think you can take dogs that are too flat and pick them back up. But that's cultural too. You gotta get them, lift them up. Very few people run into that. So if you're watching this, the chances of you saying, yeah, I really gotta get my dog excited at times, probably not. I think people talk about doing that and building drive. I don't think you build drive. These dogs have more drive than we can handle. We don't need to build it. Bella, heel. Good. Today we're starting out off lead. Good. Good. Now I'm going to start getting her into this habit of sitting to the whistle. And so the only true way to do it, now there's a guy that has been messaging me. There's a guy that's been messaging me that's really struggling with this. So this is going to play in to nicely for him. His dog's a little bit older. Heel. Good. She's got to get used to that funny feel on her neck. Good. So you can see how deliberate I am. I physically stop when I peep the whistle. I give her a hand gesture. Bella, heel. She gets a little out of position when I'm off lead. Bugs are bothering her. She gets a hold of the tab. So we can fix that. So we're just going to wind it up a little bit more so that she can't quite get to it. Heel. Good. Good. I'm still reminding her when she makes a nice turn like that that was good. As soon as that starts to come down, it becomes a distraction. So I'm just going to wrap it around again. Heel. Watch my turn, watch her connect with me on this. Good. And she gets a good when she does it. Good. Come on. Good. 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 So I'm real clear, I'm real distinct when I stop. When I blow the whistle, I stop. And I'm trying to get that crisp. Bella, heel. Because this is the true test. When you peep the whistle and you don't change your pace, that's only when you know if they really understand sit to the whistle. See how that did nothing? Nothing. Good. And I walk off. So that's how you know if your dog knows to sit to the whistle. She doesn't know how to yet. But we're going to get there through this repetition of stopping, having her sit to the whistle. Stop. She just hasn't done it long enough. Bella, heel. Now I'm going to turn into her. Very nice. Heel. Heel. Come on. Come on. Notice how we spun into her. She did a really nice job of hopping back into position. She moved her feet the right way. It wasn't super smooth, but then she got to the point where I didn't walk out right away, and she sat, and then she stuck. So that tells me she's just not sure. Bella, Bella, heel. So I may have to put the lead on pretty quick because this is kind of pushing our amount of time, and that's okay. Heel, heel. You can see it's gotten too long, it's gotten too distracting, so fix it. Get it where I can control it. Heel. Watch what the difference is. As soon as the lead goes back to the old way, she's back to an old habit. I walk into her, and this time I walk off before she has a chance to sit. So she didn't get a chance to sit down on me there. Nice feet, good girl. And then we're off. Good girl. Good. In better position when she's on lead. She sits to the side. When she's off lead, she flares out, Bella, heel. So that's an improvement. Terrible whistle, heel. Good, heel, heel. Now when I say heel and she hangs up, she doesn't have an option. And when she goes to bite at that collar, she's gonna get a correction. Not gonna allow it to happen. By having her on lead, I can get a correction in that situation. If she's off lead, I can't get that corrected. And as soon as I correct it, look what she does. Goes right back to good heel position. Turn into her. Turn into her again. Good. Turn into her again. Keep her honest. Good. Good. Heel. Good dog. Good dog. Now, her teeth are in. All of them. They're just popping out. Her gums don't look real flared up. Heel. So, good, heel, heel, heel. It's gonna take this is the first time we've done this. First time we've done this. Bella, good girl. Good girl, here, 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 here. Good girl, good girl. Get down, share it with her. Good girl. Good girl, Did. Good, you want it? Good girl, give it right back to her. Good girl. Have her understand that I'm not going to keep it. Come on. Here, here, here. Sit, 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 sit. Good. So that just looked a lot like our scenario that we've been working on in the kitchen with feeding. So if you've been watching these, you've seen us with her feeding. You've seen us develop the idea of watching and lining out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on. Come on. Bella. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Right here. Right here. Right here. Good here. Good. Right in. Good. 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 I'm not reaching for it. Good. I'm actually reaching for her to tell her how good she is. Very nice. And I'll encourage this little bit of hold. Hold. Good dog. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Did. Good girl. Good girl. Now, really no rush to get it away from her. She did a real nice job with it. I think sometimes we get here. Sit. Good. That's that part about slowing down. I mean, she's excited. She's made 2 retrieves. It's the first 2 retrieves she's made in a long time. We made a couple with her in the water. That's the first retrieve on land we've done in a long time. Good girl. Now, the practice she's had with retrieving has been, she's been picking up shoes, she's been picking up baby toys, she's been picking up sticks, she's been picking up just about anything she could get her mouth on the last few weeks. And I've never turned her off of it. I've always called her to me with it, and she's always delivered it pretty nicely. I've never scolded her for it. Not going to for months before I tell her to stop doing some of that stuff. Instead, I'm going to pick stuff up. Don't let her have it. But we've not given her anything to chew on. We've not given her anything to lay down and chew on, play with, act as a toy. So we're not going to allow that habit to form, and that's going to help us out a lot with this point when we get to some little baby retrieves. Come on. But when she gets excited like that and wants to run, a lot of times we see puppies boil over, and that can get us a little intense, a little upset, a little frustrated, and then we start getting negative to them, and then we start feeling like we have to put pressure on them. My fix for dogs that are boiling up is turn the heat off. Don't try to put a lid on it. Just turn the heat back down. Just let the boil come back down. Let things settle. And I don't think that that's just in retrieving. I think it's with everything we do. Dog gets too excited or worked up somewhere, just stop for a second. Let the dog settle back down. Have the majority of the time be under control. If you can't gain control off lead, if you don't have the control of them off lead and they just get wild and run, it's an easy fix. Put your lead on. Just slip a lead on. So now, we're gonna build off that. I mean, we just built in 2 little puppy retrieves into this. And now we go right back to this steadiness. I'm sure to be between her and that dummy, because she just picked 2 up. But you notice how she didn't break here? We're not training something into her that we're gonna have to train out as far as unsteadiness, breaking. So she picked up 2, and the argument that I hear out there is you just can't suppress that drive. If you have any question that she had the drive to make the retrieve off those 2 little memories, I'm happy with that. If that's not having enough drive, I don't want enough drive, because to me that's real manageable. And the 99.99% of the time we're not retrieving, we're doing this. So this is what she's got to get really good at. I don't want dogs that just can't stand not sitting still and being quiet and being patient. I just want them to be, I need dogs that are able to be patient. They're much more enjoyable. And I think a lot of it, some of it's genetics, but a lot of it is just cultural. We just got to slow down. Don't be in a hurry. Good. Get back and practice this. Good. Get the chin up and put it on. Get the chin up, make a little eye contact with her, and get it off. Good. Very good. Very good. It's a really nice little session. This is not where this behavior was formed. This is where we introduced it. Sessions like this is where we introduce this behavior. Practice comes between the sessions. Application of it comes between the sessions. We're doing this stuff all day long. If she's not with me under control, she's in her crate, or she's on a place. And if she's on place, I'm there to watch her. Now, I trust her. I leave the room. We leave her. I trust her quite a bit. Other dogs run past her. We've worked on that. We've built up this power of the place, and it takes an awful lot of temptation for her to come off. And it just we avoid it. I try not to put her into a situation where she's so tempted that she comes off, and she hasn't been. But that's becoming a really nice tool for us. So I'm going to do a little bit of finish it out with heel work off the lead completely, heel. Let's see if we can't get a little of that. Good. Good. Bella, heel. Heel. Come on. Just a little, not quite there yet. Here. Here. You can see she's right on the verge. She's right on the verge. And you can see when I take that lead, she comes to me and goes, okay, I'm all right with it. There's no hesitation. Good, because I practiced this. And we turn it into a pretty fun thing. Good. So maybe we don't get a little bit of off lead, but that's okay. Let's see if we can do it with the transitional collar here. Heel. Look at the difference that just having that weight around her neck has. If I have to, heel. If I have to, I can always reach down and touch her with it. Now she really thinks I've got her. And then I can just slowly bring it up. If I need to, I can always touch her with it. Just a reminder. Heel. Heel. Good. Good. Just a little bump and she's really dialed into position. Now I'm going to turn into her. Very nice. Sit. Good girl. I mean, I'm getting her into this habit of sit, and that's permanent. Sit means stay, stay means forever. Sit, I can call them off, but I don't do it at this age. Good girl. Recall work. Last time when Ben was here, we did a little recall work. We wandered in there and walked around, and she'd come to me. You can set them up with a little reverse heel action. That's always a real nice controlled way to get that recall, especially recall to the whistle. Well, a heel. Sit. Good. Heel. It's just the idea of what is she doing when she hears the whistle. Sit. Good. She's always coming to me. And then when she gets there, I'm stopping her crisply and praising her for it. Heel. And then all of a sudden you do that enough times, the beep, 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 beep becomes such a strong, burnt in habit of hers of when she hears that whistle, she's coming running back to you, and she just can't help but turn and come running back to you. It's a lot like our hunt command. It's a little bit of brainwashing. You know, you put them in a spot, you tell them to find it when they're finding stuff with their nose, and then all of a sudden you tell them to find it and they can't help but use their nose because they think there's something here to be found. That's the thing he says when I'm finding good stuff with my nose. So we've filmed that a little earlier with kibble. Now that we're back to making little retrieves, we're going to start using this in cover. We're going to start using this in tennis with some tennis balls. Let's see if we can't get her to make a little retrieve out of a little bit of cover here. For this, I'll pitch it in. And then this is where I'm not going to ask her to be real steady. I'm not going to let her just go nuts, but heel, come here. Sit, sit. Good girl. I'll let her go get that. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Put it into position and then share it. Good girl. Very nice. Good. Good girl. Did. Good. Good. Oh, I thought it was a 4-leaf. I had to pick it back up. Here, 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 here. So there, she was about to get up. Here, 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 here. Sit. Good. She's about to wind up. She's about to go for a hot lap for freedom. And so my correction is here, 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 here. That's all the pressure she needs. Because the softer I can be and get the change in the result, the better. And then the next time I can be a little bit softer. I put enough pressure on her to get a change. And that came with this on the lead because I could be able to say, and then I could correct her if I needed to. And then she gets in the habit of, respond. That's enough pressure. So then it can happen out of habit without the lead. That's how we do stuff. That's one of the ways we do things and do it with, in my opinion, minimal pressure. I just don't think we should be putting a lot of pressure on little pups. Not when it comes to things that they really do pretty naturally. They have the ability to do naturally, I should say. Good. So that's it. Nice little session with this little girl. We're about 21 weeks right now. Very good.
We got along.